How's it going today, guys? Chief Man Andy back with another one. Um, Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's Friday. Finished the work day. Woo! Yes, sir. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about the time that it was me. I was probably in like middle school, I want to say. So I was in middle school at the time. I'm pretty sure it was middle school. And at the time I was into skateboarding and stuff like that. Still am. So we were skateboarding around town. We went to a plaza and started skateboarding. Well, there was a Weight Watchers and there was a long hallway. You go down the long hallway, there's like a door, like one of the glass see-through doors like you would see at a mall or something. And then you go through, there's a big open area inside, and then there's another door that goes to like inside the building to the Weight Watchers. So you had a long hallway, a big empty room, and then the door to actually go into the Weight Watchers. So everybody would because it was wintertime or raining, people would go there. All the skaters and everything would go to the spot to skate and, chill out. Well, it was cool. Nobody really knew that people were going there till the skaters set up a, till the skaters put, a box in there, like a grinding box. So then the people at the Weight Watchers started locking the door, like the see-through glass door that was like for the mall. So they started locking it because these other skaters tried to claim it as their own and decided to put, a grind box in there. And then it ended up being, they kept locking it. And then sometimes they wouldn't. So one night, it was me, my best friend, and this other dude. I forgot his name, but he was friends with my best friend. So we go down to the spot. We start skating. All right, so we pulled up to the Weight Watchers. We started skating around in there. And the one dude, the friend of my best friend, this best friend was the POS best friend. And his friend started riding his board and started pushing off the glass. Like I said, it was like a mall style setup. They got like the glass door and like the glass panels you could see through. So he starts pushing off of it. And the next thing you know, he just goes right through it. So we're freaking out. Homie's bleeding everywhere. We're freaking out. We're like, dude, what the hell? Like, we knew it was going to happen. Like, I don't know if my one friend did, but I did. I knew it was going to happen. It's like, dude, you're pushing off a glass. Like, really? That's not smart. So, we're scrambling around. We go into like the one, cause there's like a, I forgot exactly what. I'm just going to say Japanese shop. There was just a Japanese shop right next door. We ran in, got like napkins and shit. Started, putting it on his arms and his body to like stop the bleeding. He wasn't really bleeding that bad, but when somebody goes through a window and they're bleeding, you don't really think. You're like, okay, well, we got to get stuff to, put on there. So we got stuff, and then I told my friends, well, not my friend, my best friend and that dude, I was like, dude, we should dip. Like, he just went through the window. We should run. Like, if there's any time to run, now is the time to run. And my best friend at the time, remember I said POS best friend, literally said, nah, we're not leaving. So, obviously, the cops come. And my friend at the time told me, he's like, yeah, if you leave, I'm telling the cops where you live and that you were involved. Terrible friend. Terrible friend. We all should have dipped out. Even the dude that started bleeding. Like, he didn't even have to go to the hospital. Ridiculous. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I'm excited. I can't wait to start watching the new One Piece live action season 2 came out. I can't wait to start watching that. But yeah, that friend that I had was just terrible. I mean, there were some good parts. Like, he wasn't an overall, like, terrible friend. But still, like, in the percentages of good to bad, like, 80% bad, 20% good. Like, it was not cool at all. It was terrible. And then, most of the time that I got in trouble, it was because I was hanging around with the wrong crowd, just doing what they were doing. So another time, my friend's friend was fancied running away from home. Like, his parents would ground him or tell him he couldn't go to, his friend's house because we were all going to my best friend's house and just going to this house to smoke. So the one kid's mom was like, no, you're not allowed to go. Like, you're staying home. Well, he decided to run away. And so we all go to the woods because at a point, like, after, like, a couple years of everybody going to my buddy's house and smoking, his mom was like, no, I'm done with this. Like, I'm done with all these kids coming into my house. Like, no, y'all got to go somewhere. So after a while, we started going to smoke in the woods. So we started going smoking in the woods. Well, that dude fancied running away from home. So as we're all, walking down, smoking towards the woods, we see, because, like, it's like maybe 5 minutes from his house, from my one friend's house, 5-minute walk to the woods. So we start walking, we get almost to the woods. Next thing you know, a cop car pulls in. And now normally, like, in the woods that you go in, it says no trespassing. So you're not supposed to go through there. Well, we were going there. So when the cop pulled up, the one kid started running that, ran away from home because he knew what was up. He started running through the woods. So everybody else kind of picked up on the same energy. So everybody started running through the woods. We all separated. And, these woods were behind a school. So everybody ran and separated. It was like, I don't know, like probably 5-10 minutes of running through the woods. Got to the school, went around the school, and started walking like a circle. So we did like a whole lap. So we cut through the woods, and as we cut through the woods, we made a whole circle around. So if you cut through the trail of the woods, the school is here. And then you follow the road and go all the way around. It'll take you back to the road. There was like 2 or 3 little streets leading to the one road to go to the woods. So we all loop back around and we start headed back to my buddy's house. Because if you're going this way to the school and you loop around, going this way is towards my buddy's house. So we all looped around and went back to my buddy's house. I don't know. The one kid ended up not coming back. I don't know what happened, if he stayed in the woods or what, but basically everybody that wasn't going to get in trouble showed back up at my buddy's house, but the one kid that ran away from home constantly didn't show up. Now, I don't recommend doing or repeating anything you see or hear on this channel. This is all my experiences of when I was a dumb kid and could have definitely gotten a lot of trouble. Maybe not for that exact instance, but yeah, for a couple different things I could have definitely got in trouble for. So, stay in school, make good choices. I know some people may think that that's lame, but hey, man, graduate, get out of school, work, make money. And don't be a little degenerate like most people are or were when they were kids. Oh. So, that same school, when I was in like fifth, it was a 5th and 6th grade school. So you had your elementary, your one school for 5th and 6th grade, then your middle school, which was 7th and 8th grade, high school 9 through 12. So this school, same school from the story that I just told that we ran behind, the woods behind there, same school. I was in like 5th grade because I think they were renovating the school when I was in 6th grade. Yeah. That's so when I was in 5th grade, we all took gym out there and we were jumping over the hurdles. Well, we had this one I don't want to, I want to not make this a little bit longer, but I want to add a little bit more context to it. Like, I was a fat kid, but like these hurdles were like maybe a foot or two off the ground. Like, realistically, these hurdles were not like basically like the waist high hurdles that you see. They were like the tiny little like yellow ones. Literally everybody, you had to jump over like 5. I think it was like 5. But like, dude, they were tiny and they were spread out to where like, dude, anybody could jump over them. Like, dude, a toddler could run and jump over them without knocking them over. So everybody's doing that, right? And everybody's sitting there waiting, watching everybody. And I mean, I might have knocked over one, if I'm being honest, because like I was like over 200 pounds in freaking like 5th grade. So yeah, I was fat, but there was this girl that weighed like probably 300 pounds, and I feel bad. I really do. But I was a kid, so I didn't really know any better. I did, but I was in the in between. Like, I knew better, but at the same time, it's like, dude, I'm a kid. So, this girl starts running. She goes to jump over the first hurdle, knocks it over. Goes to jump over the second hurdle, knocks it over. Third hurdle, knocks it over. Hits the fourth hurdle, goes to jump, trips over it, and face plants. Everybody in the class starts laughing at her. We get yelled at by the coach. And I feel bad about it now, but when I was a kid I didn't. But the hurdles were only like a couple feet tall. So why I'm saying this is I was a big kid. I lost a lot of weight now. I recommend eating healthy, making good choices. As a kid through an adult, I know some people can't help being overweight, but also try not to eat a whole lot of junk food and like crappy food. I know I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, I've told a couple stories. I don't know if y'all think they're good or not, but if you do, please leave a like, comment. Comment if you have any ideas for me making any future videos. Please subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Chief Man Andy. Peace.